Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the Radeon RX 6700 XT in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 beta. This one is the Sapphire Pulse edition of the card. We are running it with the latest AMD drivers and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Ups. GPU 0 resizable bar is also enabled, or AMD SAM, and this is a 12GB GPU. And lastly, over on the left, we're pairing it with the i5-13600K overclocked to 5.5 GHz and 32GB of DDR5 6000 MHz RAM in dual channel. Let's get into it, shall we? As usual, let's go for the settings first. I'm playing at 1080p resolution and I'm also going to test it at 1440p and maybe a little bit of 4K because I liked what I saw already. I played for like 1 minute or so. I'm also utilizing the Ultra settings preset, but since I made a couple of changes, it says recommended there because it has no custom yet. It's still a beta again. It's not finished. I'm going to test it with FSR later, but for now we're at native resolution with Filmic SMA82X on ultra quality, and I disabled depth of field here as well as the on-demand texture streaming because this introduces a little bit of stuttering. Everything else is set to the ultra settings preset, and over on the view tab, if you're interested in the FOV settings and motion blurs and so on, yeah, this is it. Let's get into it, finally. Okay, so my team is already losing by quite a lot. What the hell, dude? We need to change this, my friends. Oh, they got ninjas. They got ninjas going on. Okay. We need to be careful here. FPS are extremely high, as you can see. This is awesome to take a look at, my friends, and play with these FPS on a high refresh rate monitor. It's gonna be perfect with a 6700 XT here at 1080p, and since we're getting these high FPS, I think even at 1440p it will do a great job. This is why I tested this GPU in my full review of it at 1440p alone. Alright, a couple of them right there. Oh, come on, nice, got them both. Oh, wait, let's go with the shotgun here. Oh boy! No! Oh, come on! There we go. Where's the other one? Let's go. Oh, did it disappear? No, there he is. Wait, no, come on. This shotgun freaking sucks. Okay, there we go. We got the UAV already. Good stuff. Oi, hello. Okay, it's fine. Okay, and I got another one here. Let me reload this weapon. Oh, yeah, there's another one. Come on. Where is he? There he is. Nice, got him. Oh boy. Ooh, I'm on fire right now. This is great. Ah, damn it. We did pretty well though. Now the thing is, this game is pretty blurry, as you might know already, and on my 42-inch monitor at 1080p, well, it's the blurriest thing. So it actually benefits a lot from you utilizing Fidelity FX CAS if you want to use it, guys, because it will sharpen up the image, but it will also introduce a ton of noise. So for those of you running native 1080p monitors at like 24 inches, I think I would actually keep the Fidelity FX CAS disabled. Let's enable some FSR 2.1 on quality. It also says ultra quality right here, but if you apply it, get out of the menu and go back to it, it's still on quality. So that's just another beta bug that I found here. And now things are a little bit sharper, actually. I found that in Warzone 2, as well as Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, FSR actually helps the image quite a bit because of the sharpening that it's going on here with this upscaling technology. This is probably one of the few titles that look better when using FSR than it does with DLSS, but that's because with DLSS you don't really have any sharpening going on, and here with FSR it actually defaults to a sharpening of like some value. I think the value with DLSS is like 0, and here probably is like 40% or 30%. It still doesn't have a sharpness slider. They haven't included that with these upscaling technologies, unfortunately, but again, it's still a beta, and when the game comes out, you will probably be able to adjust sharpening with DLSS as well as FSR. But hey, with the default FSR setting here in the beta, I think it looks pretty good. It's not as noisy either as with Fidelity FX CAS, so it works quite well here, and it gets you more FPS while doing it, so it's a no-brainer. I would definitely enable the FSR. Alright, it's almost over, guys. We're losing by a lot still. Gosh damn it, I couldn't really make it, my friends. 38 kills so far. But of course, I'm not really playing the objective. I'm just running around like a prick. Killing people everywhere. Okay, let me just do this. There we go. Now I'm gonna throw my thingy over here. Let's go. No! Oh, damn it. I was gonna make a huge play here. Like, hit the hard point with the airstrike or whatever that is and kill a bunch of enemies, but nope, didn't work out quite well. Oh, we actually managed to finish first place though, after all. Alright guys, we're now playing at 2560 by 1440 resolution using the exact same settings without FSR again. Here we go. So this is Ultra at 1440p, and it seems like we're getting like 90 to 100 frames per second in this one, but of course we need to start shooting people, because then it starts dropping quite a bit. Oh, hello! Okay, that was just an assist. Who stole my kill? Oh, you messed up. There we go. There we go. All right. My guy actually saved me there. I was gonna die for sure. I'm just getting assist after assist, dude. The skill-based matchmaking is adjusting slightly, so it's putting me against better people this time around. A little bit of a stutter there. First one of the day. It was just a one-off, basically. This is an extremely smooth experience overall, and I like to see that. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look fantastic, this game, you know. Actually, I would say it looks quite bad for what it is. Honestly, I prefer the visuals in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the 2019 version, I think, because it just looks cleaner to me. It didn't really have that filmic TXAA or T2X, whatever the crap the anti-aliasing is, which blurs the image quite a lot. But hey, the fact that it has these Call of Duty 2009, the Modern Warfare 2 original maps, is just awesome to me. I just love to play these, and I'm gonna be waiting for the game to come out to be able to play in more of them, because I already played through all of the beta maps this time. Come on. Still first place though, but it is way better than before. Look at that, 50 to 35. No, it's not. We're still losing by quite a bit. 6700 XT does a great job at 1440p indeed. I'm curious to see it compared to the RTX 3060 Ti as well, because they're usually very similar in performance in most titles, but in Call of Duty titles, the AMD cards are usually better. So is possibly a better pick if you're buying a GPU for Call of Duty in specific. But of course, we gotta take a look at that a little bit later. I'm gonna do that today still. We still got that FSR 2.1, which will make the image look a little bit sharper and better, in my opinion. And will also make our FPS go up. Look at that, we're now in the 130s finally. That's great! Oh boy, come on, nice, got him. Yeah, this feels great, guys. Again, I'm not playing on a high refresh rate because of the freaking capture card. I hate the fact that I gotta play at 60 Hz here at 1440p and 4K. And in this game in particular, also at 1080p. Sometimes it works at 120 Hz, but not in Call of Duty. So I'm stuck to 60, which is kind of terrible. But I can still feel the difference in input delay and stuff like that from the higher FPS. It feels way snappier here with like 120 plus on average, or 120 on average, at least compared to the 80 that it was dropping to previously sometimes. So I will say this is definitely worth enabling once again. It not only looks better, it gives you a really smooth experience, especially on a high refresh rate monitor. Alright, let's keep on going. Oh my god, okay, there are a couple of guys. Yes, nice, still got him. I was a little stunned there. There's a guy, I saw him. Where did he go? There he is. Nice, got him. Oh boy, there's a guy there. Okay. Good stuff. Let's go. Oh. Thank you for the save, my friend. Let's continue here. I'm having so much fun actually killing everybody. Look at that, 41 kills. That's so much ahead of the other one. Not in terms of kills, but in terms of the objective time as well. Oh boy, wait, let me throw a grenade. Ah. I'm forgetting to use grenades. We could have gotten a few more kills here just by throwing some random nades, you know. Sometimes it works. We got 123 FPS average, which is buttery smooth even on a 144 Hz 1440p monitor or 165 Hz. You don't need to get the same FPS as your monitor's refresh rate all of the time for it to feel really smooth on a high refresh rate panel. I think with 1% lows of 96, It's really good, guys. I would actually play like this with the 6700 XT. And lastly, guys, let's try it out at 4K resolution. And yes, I'm not gonna test low settings in this video. I'm gonna leave that for when the game fully releases, so I can have more time to test more GPUs, okay? But here we go. Ultra settings at 4K resolution native. Okay, so in Call of Duty titles, I really like to get those 100 plus FPS most of the time, which we did get at 1440p with FSR enabled on quality. So here at 60 plus FPS so far, I already felt a big slowdown. It's not in terms of smoothness on the display, you know, it's just in terms of input lag. For some reason, I really notice it very much in this Call of Duty title. Like, I don't think I noticed it as much in Modern Warfare 2 or in Battlefield games, for example. I usually do not notice the input delay that much. And I can usually play at like 40 frames per second pretty well with quick reactions and flicks and so on. But here, even dropping into the 60s, I just feel it, guys. I feel something is a little bit off compared to the experiences that we just had at 1440p as well as 1080p. See that? I couldn't really follow the guy as best as I wish that I would have followed him. What the heck? Okay. That's not to say that this is a bad experience. It's still very playable. If you lock it to 60 FPS, it would probably make the input lag a little bit better, because when the GPU is maxed out, you usually get more input delay, and if you lock the FPS, GPU won't be maxed out, so input delay will be a little bit better. Now, it actually does drop a little bit sometimes below 60 FPS. That might be what happened previously, but I didn't really notice it because I was shooting at people. But anyway, this is still the Ultra settings preset, of course. Don't forget that. And once we enable FSR 2, it will get pretty good and smooth, probably with like 80 FPS, I would say, on average, and not drop from 60 FPS ever. But if you are willing to drop the settings, you can still have balanced preset, which doesn't really change the FPS by much, honestly. Or the low or the minimum settings presets. And on minimum settings, at least, with high textures still, which seem to be enough, you know. Off of the 12 gigabytes of VRAM, we're only utilizing 9. Yeah, you can still make the game look similar to Ultra settings in terms of textures, and have a much higher frame rate, of course, and that's probably where it's going to shine the most at 4K resolution. But at the same time, if you're playing at 4K, you value visuals, and you don't want to play on low settings, so yeah, double-edged sword right here. Again, this really shines at 1440p and 1080p, but not really so much at 4K. Unless you enable some FSR 2, which again looks slightly sharper, and it apparently doesn't really make as big of a difference. Maybe it does. Okay, so we went up into the 80s already. It has a few more frame time spikes, you know. Well, actually, it has a few frame time spikes. That's what I should say, because previously it didn't have any frame time spikes. So there's that. It's not going to be a super 100% consistent experience like it was before, but it's still very good. Let's go with the shotgun this time around. This will probably shine inside of here, right? Yeah, probably not at this distance. Let's try to get closer to the boys. Come on, what? How did I miss that one? Oh, no. Ugh. See, I was destroying the lobby previously with high FPS. Now it's 70. It's still not terrible. I can still do stuff for sure, but it's a little bit rougher, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. We got 57 FPS on the 1% lows, which is okay. You know, I don't feel like it did drop from 60 that often. But again, you should definitely aim for the higher refresh rate experience, even if you have a 60 Hz monitor because of the input lag stuff. So I'm gonna set this to performance this time around, okay? It should still look pretty decent, because earlier today, off camera, I tested Ultra Performance DLSS, and it looked pretty insane. It had some very noisy visual artifacts in some maps, especially with lighting and shadow stuff. But it looked insane for what it is. It's ultra quality DLSS. It runs like at 25% scaling or 50%. I think it's 33%, maybe. Okay, a very low resolution scaling basically, and then it upscales it to match your monitor. Now over here with FSR, I would say this looks kind of insane once again. I mean, the upscaling technologies in this game aren't the best implementation that I've seen on quality, but I feel like on performance they look way better than I expected. If I could adjust the sharpening here using FSR Performance, I would have no problem playing like this. Ultra settings, FSR Performance, a little bit sharper of an image, that's all it needs in terms of detail and everything. It actually looks really good right now. And we're getting 100 frames per second on average with 80s on a 1% lows. That's way better than getting 57 1% lows or 60-something 1% lows as well. This feels a lot smoother and a lot more stable and a lot more consistent to move around and flick shot and stuff like that. So I actually do recommend these settings at the moment. Performance, FSR 2.1, Ultra settings, 6700 XT does a great job. Thanks very much for watching. That's been it for this one. I'll catch you in the next one very soon, testing the 3060 Ti. And yeah, as always, love you all. Bye-bye.